as your heart shows only time. Who can say why your heart sighs as your love lies only time? And who can say why your heart cries when your love lies only time? Who can say when the roads meet that love might be in your heart? And who can say when the day sleeps if the night keeps all your heart? Night keeps all your Who can say if your love grows as your heart chose only time? And who can say where the road goes, where the day flows only time? Who knows only time? Who knows only time?
Oh my goodness, that was more difficult than I thought. Hello, good afternoon. How the devil are you? I was a little bit tired. Probably not as tired as the amazing candidates. I want to bring you some news on that. And you'll notice that I'm wearing my Dare to Be Honest t-shirt because these amazing women did that last night. They dared to be honest. They raised their heads above the parapet. As you well know, it took a really long time to actually get the party started. And then we had some women who put themselves forward, and some of them couldn't do anything until next year. And then we had these 5 amazing women who I showed you yesterday: Sally, Esther, Sarah, Tara, and Charlotte. And they had, I'm not lying, they had a great night. Before we go on with that, everything I do takes an awful lot to get funded, right? Every single penny that Let Women Speak, Party of Women, anything that I ever do that costs a penny, I promise you I work very hard for. And here's the latest incarnation of, it's a great expression, right? Dare to be honest. Dare to be woman. Dare to be brave. So this is Party of Women. You will find that we have got it on offer. So this is a nice V-neck. It's quite a deep V-neck actually. There's a prize. There's a size guide on there as well, or you might prefer it in a round neck. Just t-shirts. But this is a high gloss black vinyl. So, you want to help us? Help yourself. That's all you need to do. So I'm going to hide this while I talk to you amazing people. So let me just say, Sally James in Wolverham. Let me just remind you, it took us 9 months and thousands of pounds to get this party registered, right? A lot. In the meantime, we've had to deal with loads of other stuff. We are silenced. I am absolutely throttled. Maybe not quite so much on YouTube, but I think people are leaving YouTube in their droves anyway. But on Twitter, people can't find me. Even people that follow me can't see my tweets. Everything I do is marked sensitive. I can't even see the people that quote my tweet. So if I look under my tweet and look for who's quoted it, I can't see that information. So I am a really silenced woman. I'm a silenced woman by influential people around the world. I'm targeted by those people. And yet I decided that I wanted to do this party. And there were some amazing women who believed in it too. And they put their heads above the parapet. So how much funding have we got? I hear you cry. None. Only what you've paid in membership and purchased. So if you are a member, do remember to get your pin. But yeah, this is what it is, right? We have worked really, really hard. I've stretched every penny. It's really expensive to run a campaign, actually. Even just printing leaflets is very expensive. It was a practice run. The only person who really knew what she was doing was Mandy, who's been exceptional. And then we had to get the leaflets out. Everything was really short time frame, so everything just cost so much money. And then those women, with hardly any build-up whatsoever, had to, just before the first contact they could have with anyone was the leaflet that they put out before the postal vote. And we put out a different leaflet to everyone else. We didn't go into local minutiae policy. We just talked about no woman has a penis, no man has a vagina. There's no such thing as non-binary, and transitioning children is profound abuse. So that's what we did. That's our campaign. Our campaign is we dare to be honest when other politicians are absolutely fearful of every single word that utters from their mouths. So anyway, I'll just tell you some of the bad behavior that some of the women encountered. It was not an uncommon comment to say that the Liberal Democrat candidates and people surrounding them are the worst behaved people in any of the polling stations or the counting rooms. That the women had to cover up party of women on their rosettes, but there were plenty of trans flags. In fact, one of the places where there was counting or the reception staff to all the people coming in to vote all had pride lanyards. There's some serious stuff goes on, bad stuff that goes on at local level. Really bad stuff. You should not be allowed to have any political symbols whatsoever, let alone cape yourself in a trans flag. Okay. So Sally James in Wolverham. Labour got 576. So this is obviously a Labour stronghold. Bearing in mind, we had to post out about 4,000 leaflets. 4,000 people could vote, and it looks to be about 600-700 people that voted. So the Labour got 576, Greens got 73, Independent got 64, Party of Women got 42, the Liberal Democrats got 35, and the Conservatives got 31. So we beat two established parties in that area. Let me just scroll up to so Charlotte, who's in Wolverhampton, Conservatives got 716. Labour got 1,299. Party of Women, ready? Got 161. And the Liberal Democrats got 113. Again, no budget, no national presence, totally hidden, not allowed to be talked about. Started. The only budget we've had is membership and a few sales, right? That's it. No coverage, like totally throttled. And Charlotte, with her amazing team, they managed to get enough support that 161 people thought that Charlotte was worth voting for. I think that is a phenomenal success. I know I'm supposed to say, oh, we're not. We set out to change the conversation. And by the looks of the conversations the women were having in those polling stations and counting stations, they were offered, each and every one of those women were talked to about what a good campaign it was, how everybody was talking about it, how they really liked the design of our leaflets, or that they'd be proud for them to run for whatever party that person was representing. I can't look. We started something. These names of these women will be historic. Mandy Clare for helping the whole thing, but Esther Knight, Sally James, Charlotte Hawkins, Tara Hughes, and Sarah Friedman. I'm telling you, these women, these brave, brave women who dared to be honest, managed to get people in 4 weeks to vote for them. Let me just scroll up to tell you the Lincoln. Sorry, I've got. Okay. So this is Esther's. So Reform got 129, Labour 816, Conservatives 457, Lib Dems 85, Green Party 89, and Party of Women were just one behind Liberal Democrats. That's in Lincoln, in the Minster ward. This is that was sorry. Yeah, in the Minster ward. And then where's the other one? I've got Sarah somewhere. Okay, in the Park ward, this is Sarah. Sarah Freeman. So Labour got 672. Green Party got 152. Reform got 92. Conservatives 107. Lib Dems 343. And just 9 behind the Conservatives Party of Women. Brand new party. Nobody knew really at all in those areas that they existed, that we existed, until a leaflet came through their door about 2.5 weeks ago. So this is phenomenal. And I'm just got to find Tara. Who I can't find. That was. Let me just search in this chat. Sorry, it's such a busy chat because we were up doing it. So I'm not very good at the moment. There we go. Okay, so Tara, these women stayed up so late last night. Tara got 139 votes in a really woke area. I can't see what that's compared to, but she's had some really good. Every single one of the women have had some incredible volunteers around them. But come on, how great is that? We started with very little. We don't have, right? What we don't have is we don't have anyone with deep pockets funding us. Like I saw something to do with the WEP yesterday, and they had something like 700,000. I mean, it's going to take a lot of money to field out candidates in the general election. But if this is the start, if this is how we fare when nobody's ever heard of us, although they have actually, because a lot of the women, when they were knocking on doors, got, yeah, you get my vote. So to each of those women, to everyone who voted Party of Women yesterday, thank you so much. And we are really determined to take all the successes from this, which I think there are many, and all of the lessons, which there are probably a greater number. But to Mandy, Esther, Sarah, Charlotte, Tara, and Sally, thank you, each and every one of you. I hope to see you on the campaign trail trying to be MPs in the next general election. And next time around, we'll have a lot more time to plan, to be strategic, to force every single God-loving one of you to join in. But it's great, right? Look, if you want to support what we do at Party of Women, the first thing you have to do is be a member. And the second thing you have to do is just buy the t-shirt. Cindy, it will be available in the American store over the next few days. But we are absolutely, I think they say, up to our eyeballs here. But I don't know what to tell you. We set to disrupt. We wanted to change the conversation. We wanted to change politics a little bit. And this is what we're going to do. We are going to change politics. We're going to do politics my way. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do it my way. Throughout the campaign, we were sort of advised to do things, this is what this party does. All the parties do this now, and all the parties do that now. And I'm not all the parties. We're not all the parties. We're not asking to talk about refuse collection. We're not talking about that. We are talking about the existential threat to women and trying to unbake this cake. We want to be honest. We want to talk about women when we want to talk about women, and we want to talk about women without saying what we mean by the word woman. Okay? So, we are going to do this my way, and we're going to do it my way because I'm right. I'm always right. Dare to be honest. Dare to